It's I start, but I stop. Keisha, as my moderator, it must be nice. It's one to laugh it. Yeah. Oh, see there, right? So I'm going to upgrade from the Will Smith box and say the idea of a real trial deserve a Rita Marley box. And if you don't know what that mean, big up yourself, Rita Marley, because I tell you, say that swing there. If Bob did really get the box there. Rita, you large. Yeah, but you one more try. Rita Marley box. Anyway, so I'm not here to answer the questions, but the answers are there from Zimbabwe to England to many other jury systems that if you don't get the joke, it's because you don't watch the Bob Marley movie. And may I tell you cannot be in the Caribbean and don't support that movie. Forget what the critics say. Yeah? It is a story and we must celebrate. We must celebrate our people and support our people. Support the story. Support Ziggy. Support them. Support the Marleys. Because Bob Marley has made contribution to Jamaica far and wide, and support it if I even for going there go fast and find out how them just do Cindy so. I just do Cindy so. You do Miss World so. How can think that? You know what I'm saying? Just go there and get a little mix up and like it. But respect that the man was touched by God. If you're not spiritual, you're gonna miss it. And that is the thing. Natural is the mystic. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me not depart because what people don't understand is there is a higher being. Is that what you want for your kids and the next generation? You want the best versions of ourselves? Don't you want every young man, every young woman to strive to want to be in the halls of justice? Can you imagine a society where we are all lawyers and doctors and we can sew our own clothes and bust our own song and play basketball and netball and football and train and all of these things because we're multifaceted and multi-talented? Can you imagine if we support each other by coming to our TikToks and our YouTubes and our programs and ensuring that we use our platforms to educate and ensure that we're better amongst ourselves? We have to connect the dots because that's what the change is about. Connecting the dots to make sure that the least among us supposed to go out into the world and say, me poor, but what is this going on right here? So let me go back home. I appreciate what's going on with me. Let me go back and live on my road. That is what we're talking about. And it cannot Chronic buy me a Ferrari. Way I talk about which road am I gonna drive it on. Anyway, so what happens in the end is just pay attention of how the narrative shift and how delay really defeats equity. Delay defeats equity. That's why when Judgment Day come, remember, some of we not gonna have no AC. When Judgment Day come, the AC will not be there. That's all I'm gonna say. So, in a nutshell, that sounded like it rhymed. In a nutshell, trial by jury should be kept and viable reforms implemented that ensure that it becomes an even fairer and more representative system. Juries that include all of our community's people that allow for the expression of all their informed conscience and take into account the sum of all their historical experiences simply are more competent to dispense justice. And if that justice is not always perfect, well, neither is anything else the side of the grave. Alright, and Johnny Cochran says that. May his soul rest in peace. Let me make that clear. The Privy Council has not yet made its decision, and we are waiting on that. What we are discussing is the treatment of 4 sons of Jamaica, who were deprived of their constitutional right, deprived of a fair hearing, because of a tainted juror. No question about that. Because of breaches of the Constitution. No questions about that. And living now in the reality that we're saying, notwithstanding that, they shouldn't be afforded that opportunity. They shouldn't be afforded their constitutional rights. And in fact, here's how I see it. If you feel that way, if you're okay with that, then I should say, you know something, ugly people shouldn't deserve constitutional rights. Neither poor people. In fact, I feel like we should clear all the ghettos in Jamaica and just put up high-rise buildings and send those people to the bush. They don't deserve constitutional rights, and they should just go up in the truck back, you know. That's what we need for the society. So constitutional rights should be reserved for the elite. It should be reserved for shades of brown that is a little bit on the butter pecan side, or is it caramel? I'm not too au fait with my chocolate, so I'm going to find that out. Or we need to find a way to ensure that people should wear shoes. These open toe things, when you toe them, don't shape good because your genetics is bad. We don't want to see no umpy scumpy feet, and those people shouldn't have constitutional rights. I know you understand what I'm saying, you know, and some of you are from there. See, it's called chocolate pecan. Yes, but you get the point. So we have to get rid of that mentality because our space is where we live is for all of us. We didn't ask to be joined there. 10 juries still okay after 80 days testing the demon. Can't change no man mind, so bias conscious. Well, that's what you have to say. And some people are easily influenced, you know, because I can tell you, imagine me on a jury and then a box of KFC, lunchtime come and a box of KFC. Hey, 6 piece. Yeah, 6 piece, and I tell you this. So anyway, that is the things that we have to contend with. But the bias is certainly something that we have to look at. The bias is, whether it's implicit or unconscious, is an aspect that we want to deal with across. And the bias is also on the defense side. Bias is also on the prosecution side. Bias is also on the judge side. The thing about it is that the prosecutor has a right to be biased. I'm putting things in context now, because the prosecutor is prosecuting. The prosecutor has the file, and the prosecutor forms a view about something, and it causes them to act the way they act. I'm sure there are people in the spaces. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. One done, Muff 45. Yeah, those things are taken into consideration. But you must be patient, you know, and already wait for 13 years. You know, already wait 13 years. Be still and know. God and time. That's why that was the mantra. God and time. Don't ever forget that. And it's so ironic because that's the same thing. The complaint is about pressure put on the jury to reach a verdict, and look at the whole owner now ready to pressure. I said I just inbox you. I want you to help me open back my strip club. Yes, let me hear this now. What going on with the strip club? The message gone far. Me don't see the message. But anyway, alright. Somebody over here said go segment. No. Go 2.0. Yeah, me love you. Yeah. Anyway, me don't want copyright infringement. Yeah. Yeah, so that is what we're looking for. So I have made my submission to you, or I have attempted to speak about the right to trial by jury, the impartial jury, the independent juror, individually and collectively, and to say to you that we must want for people what we want for ourselves. When we appreciate and get there about wanting for ourselves equally what we want for and want that for people, that is the road to progress. And so you would have seen, I don't have to tell you, if somebody would have told me that my experience, just sharing with you, the CCJ, Caribbean Court of Justice, excellent, is an excellent experience. Going before the Court of Appeal, the Jamaican Court of Appeal, is an awesome experience. This experience was no greater than appearing before Justice McDonald Bishop, Justice Brooks, and Justice Straw for this very matter. So I want you to understand that the judges in Jamaica are erudite judges. I'm not pandering. I want you to understand and appreciate that the only thing you would have seen is advocacy before the Privy Council, and so the law. That's why justice is blind and the scales are balanced, because if you close your eyes and you listen to what is being said, for instance, my senior Hugh Southey, he's making excellent points, and I saw people making fun of the stuttering and they missed the magic, the hot fire, Dylan, feshing weng. You missed the shots that were fired because you were worried about speech rather than respecting the information that was coming. And comments were made about when I was doing that I gesticulate too much and my nose too big. I must relate it to Andrew. That's not the only thing that's big. Just letting you know. So anyway, these things are a distraction to the important part, and people will miss the opportunity to learn because you just have a discriminatory nature about you that you just have to fix. And I'm just imploring people to try to be the best version of yourself. Respect those who you can learn from, and respect works both ways. So you don't need to be in spaces where people are tearing you down, but have compassion and empathy and give people the benefit of the doubt until those who are putting the burden to satisfy reasonable doubt do so without any taint of corruption. And the taint of corruption is that not on their part, but on the part that the things that make justice not appear to be transparent and justice done because of it being executed in the best possible way. Not asking for perfection, but if you're going to put 12 people in the room, you discharge them for reasons that are justified. If it becomes to 11 and you have to discharge another one, then so be it. Because don't say it wastes your time, because a man has spent now 13 years in prison because somebody didn't want to waste time and resources, and now is asking to say, we save up money over the 14 years. Can we have another trial? We now have the resources. We found money. Like them related to Portia. Jada must have Jada on my TikTok. She called my name a while ago. Anyway, so that's just the reality. And so I know I started, so I really want to big up the people in the comments, Reggae Global Radio, who are watching, who are who are also listening, I want to say big up to you as well. Similarly, I want to just your thoughts, and I see the overwhelming support certainly today. So I know say it look like me do a little thing, and I seen that I am proud of. That's good reason for you to go and buy my music and watch my music video and tell me what you think about it. Those things, cause you know what I'm saying. I know if I have a little side work, you know. Human rights law don't pay, you know. But anyway, yeah. So to put that in context, also, you know, we must make better use of our social media spaces to educate each other, so that we have an understanding, because it was a 14 years of misinformation being put in the media, and now with clarity the narrative has shifted in such a way that we can appreciate what it is that when somebody is a defender of human rights, the context in which they're saying that this is what I'm about. I don't think that this case is any different from a young 5-year-old Rasta girl who is now probably 11 or 12 and was removed from a school because she had dreadlocks, or I mean other situations where discrimination raises its head because somebody's rights is violated for all the wrong reasons. And so those are the things that I contemplate, albeit although I'm tired, and although it's now 11:48 in London, I still had to share because context matters. And I just want to thank those people who support me. I want you to click the subscribe button, like and share, tell people about it, because this is my happy space, you know. That's why I can talk to the people who come every week and share with me, so I can learn from you. And I apologize for not reading the comments as much today, but this conversation I wanted to have with you, because we are jurors every day. It might not be in the formal system, but we pass verdicts every day. Yes, I notice, and kudos to the minister for apologizing, and I will say from this platform that the gaslighting from the article is unfortunate, because certainly I never send no letter to bad up the minister, and anytime somebody is man enough to apologize, and when people apologize, we become judges, and we don't want to we will say we have a problem with the apology. But if you apologize and you mean it, that is the most important thing. If we exercise forgiveness, it takes us a mile away, and sometimes God will let things happen to us. That's why I say go watch the Bob Marley movie. A man shot him and him come and ask him apologize to him, and him say, yeah, Rasta love, I forgive you. So everybody who's unkind to me, I always forgive them. I have no reason. I don't lose sleep at night. Might lose some KFC, but I don't lose sleep, and that too is important. So that being said, you know, that being said, I don't know what I get in congratulations for being for the submissions. Yeah, so that is the thing about spirituality. Yeah. It's God on time. You leave things to God, and you will understand. Showing up for the moments is important. And I mean, most of you are here, so in December, I don't know what them laughing for, you know, so the comments are lit. in December when I was suspended with a view to ensure that I not show up for Mr. Palmer. I know that's what it was. People can say whatever. If people, yeah, but God is a dynamic God, and if it's written by God, nothing can stop that, which is why you can have no fear, and those things had happened. So I know the importance of what the task it was for me to do, because when our court of appeal, the Jamaican Court of Appeal, gave me the opportunity to come here, they didn't have to do it. They exercised a discretion and allowed me to be able to participate here. The appreciation is more heightened, and the opportunity. That's why second chances are important, you know. That's why even when people get convicted and them go to jail, like Marcus Garvey, like Martin Luther King, like Malcolm X. Must say Obama alone is a black man will never have to go to prison and be great. But when those second chances, you don't make you know how important those opportunities are, and you know what you know what your duty is. And I'm just sharing that with you because there are many of you that are going through things in your life that you have to let go of, or you need that push, you need that message to make you walk into your great self. I'm not professing to be a great man. I'm saying going into your great self, because it's a work in progress, and it's a process. But also to know that when it is that, especially talking to the diaspora, when you're in the diaspora, you're representing Jamaica, you know. Every time you go outside of Jamaica, you represent Jamaica, and you represent the Caribbean, and you represent Africa, and you represent Brazil, and you represent, if you are black, you represent everybody black everywhere in the world. But you know, national identity is also something that is important. So I share that with you, and also say that we must also learn to separate the human from the duty. And once somebody's doing their duties, the human flaws are something that I'm not saying overlook them, but to appreciate it. Like I will before I turned the this stream on, and in preparations for this show, I walked from the train station after leaving court, and I heard Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance With Somebody, and I said, but Whitney Houston is dead. But the night before that I heard Bob Marley, and he's also dead, but they're so alive. And they left their stories, their legacies, their untimely demise, their success and their failures. But all what was left was the talent given to them by God that they had the opportunity to share with us. And that is what we need to strive for, to share your the opportunity to share whatever gift it is that God give you. I learned something over the last 2 days, is that I love the law. Yeah. So I'm just sharing that with you. But I also love music, so I say what somebody help me with her name. It's not Queenie, it's Pretty Don. Pretty Don asked me what me I gotta do. I gotta see if she put out a video for find out if I did do what I did for do. But anyway, so that's it. We're in the social space, and we appreciate and respect everybody that's doing their thing. The space is for everybody, and so we send the support. I don't know if she's out there, but she was like, Mr. Isat, y'all go sing, and him gonna give 9 songs. What you gonna do? So I saw the video, and I found it very interesting, and curious to see how she's gonna respond. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So I want to say as we close, because the next time, no one's lie, yeah, I will know, the spirit will move me to tell you in what context and whatever. And I was laughing because every time one of the councils stood, they said to put it in context. So I always know, that context matters, because things are tangential, things are perspective based, but if put in the proper context, trust me, context matters. Yeah. So where context matters, somebody who is a cookie will be so upset if you call them a biscuit. You won't get that joke. That's so funny. Anyway, yeah. That's it for the day. So I just want to share that, and thank you for the overwhelming support for All in Life video. And I'm not hear nobody tell me something look nice, and only tell me something I can sing, so I go work out some more. So yeah, must see that I go on, but yeah. So again, the poison. To poison or not to poison, that was the topic and the jury. I hope in discussion of the case, and remember this was a educational, hypothetical, speculative conversation. None of the views are attributed to Reggae Global Radio, or they're the views of the professor as in this thing, and no, none of the views are KFC's. The only thing that KFC contributes is when you go and purchase the barbecue chicken, but it is completely, so this is my disclaimer, everything was hypothetical, and the what if similar and identical to what took place in the court, an invitation to speculate in a hope that without any legal basis or authority on the point, to come to a conclusion that is an absurdity of the law. One can never gamble or negotiate injustice. One can never negotiate fair trial, and it's a right in the Constitution that could never be whittled down and reduced to just words on the page. And I need you to know that if ever you're going to respect yourself, respect that your human rights must always be valued and respected by the creatures who are put in places by virtue of the Constitution to serve you. And yeah, there's a lot more learning to do, because in this space we are uneducated and we reset every morning with a view to be better. Correct? And so you guys were watching Context Matters. It does, always does. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around, because you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be with me. You understand? Yeah. Oh, I ain't got no $1 billion, but we getting there, baby. So that's that. We are officially signing out. Blessings, everybody, and I'm big up next week. Make sure to come back, like, click, subscribe, declare, creed, the blood of Jesus, all of that. Yes, St. Thomas Road fix. So if you like, if not now, go on good in your life, you know what to do. All right, take care.